Hey there, this is Andrew bringing you another Keyforge deck reveal and review. This is going to be a Dark Tidings deck. Shocker. I'm still looking for some real fire, like I got a little bit out of Mass Mutation, some Coda lucky ones, still looking for that lucky one. Nuvolari is a storied name. Who knows what we could end up with here. This is Genghor, Beatle, Nuvolari. I guess I'll guess for Untamed, Shadows, and Unfathomable. Wow, all three wrong. That's kind of impressive, right? Getting all three wrong. It's actually Star Alliance, Sanctum, and Logos. So out of the Star Alliance, I'm expecting some board use efficiency, maybe some ways to play extra cards. Out of Logos, I'm expecting more deck efficiency. Haven't been getting. I feel like Archives has been a little scarce compared to what I would want in this set, but might just be unlucky draws. I don't know. And then in Sanctum, I'm hoping for some amber control, some board control, maybe some cool creatures. So let's see what we get. We'll start with Logos. Anomaly Exploiter. Action, destroy a damaged creature. Really nice board control option. We've got Fila that can add some, Fila the Researcher, who can add a little draw if creatures are played next to her. Forgive or Forget, that's a nice card. You choose one. Either you archive 2 cards of different types from your discard pile, or you purge up to 2 cards from each discard pile. That's a nice effect. We've got Positron Bolt for a little board control. That combos well with the Anomaly Exploiter. Think twice. Play an action card from your discard pile, then purge it. That's excellent. That with Forgive or Forget is really interesting because we really can, if we get some fire cards later on, we can use them multiple times. Armored Drone, fight, steal 1. That's okay. Got another Armored Drone. These are tiny little creatures here. Bilge Warden. Play Reap if the tide is high. Your opponent raises the tide. Otherwise, you raise the tide. This one got a printing error on it. The H is obscured. Nothing that would make it not tournament legal or anything like that. Just interesting. Probably could get a free deck out of that. I don't think it's worth it. We have an Edai. That's great. Play archive a card, and it increases your opponent's keys by 1 for each card in your archives. Unfortunately, just the 1. Science is going to be interesting here. We've seen 5 creatures so far, and we've seen 4 actions, including the science. So 3 actions outside of the science. We'll see if we get more actions that could work well. Another science, okay. Static charge, and that's it for the logos. So um, 3 actions to go with 2 sciences. I mean, they can feed off of each other, but you could have a turn where you play science, science, think twice the science, Positron Bolt, Forgive or Forget. That would be a pretty great turn. But again, science just feel like it works out so seldom. All right, we're going to get Orpheal and Orpheon, who are a rare combo that come together. Oh, an uncommon combo that come together. Orpheal, they're both 3 power. They're both human monks. Orpheal Seas Chosen has While the Tide is High, it gains Fight, gain 2. Oh, and Skirmish. That's pretty cool. And then Orpheon Lands Chosen says While the Tide is Low, it gets 3 armor and Reap Capture 2. That's nice to have something that's better when the tide is low. And the Seas Chosen got a capture icon from somewhere. Probably, I'm going to guess from a Sanctum card. We'll see. Oh, these have to. Okay, then we have the Corpulent Collector. So that suggests to me that these actually are a rare combo. It's just so weird that they would show up first. Maybe because of the special rarity. I don't know. So the Corpulent Collector is a rare card. It's a 7 power human that says play, capture all of your opponent's amber, and deal 1 to the Corpulent Collector for each amber on it. Some more printing problems there. Very interesting. This is great. Yeah, it's a good card. We've got Badge Magus, or Bajemagus, as I like to call her, who is a 4-power human knight with deploy and fight, ready and fight with each of her neighbors one at a time. That's great. Bulwark, very nice. We've got Cleansing Wave. If we, have a nice board presence, get some damage on things. I mean, Corpulent Collector will come out with damage. Cleansing Wave could be a way to burst a bunch of amber. Unfortunately, it's not going to do great on these Logos creatures, but if we got a couple of fights with the Armadrones, they might just do plinky damage for a steal, and that could work out. General Salvador, that's where the capture came from, so we'll expect at least one more. And he's a body. We got another Salvador, so should expect 3 more capture icons, I think. We got heal or harm. Choose one, either fully heal a creature and gain 1, or ready and fight with a friendly creature. That could actually work out very well with the Badge Magus. Play that, ready and fight, and then ready and fight with the neighbors as well. Pretty cool. We got another heal or harm. Shifting Battlefield lets us move a friendly creature anywhere, and then it captures one. Ooh, and then we have Strange Ordination. So that's it for the Sanctum. We're looking at how many creatures so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. That's that's a pretty decent amount of creatures. Cleansing Wave's probably going to end up being good. Not a ton of Amber Pips. So we'll see what else we get in Star Alliance world. Yeah. All right. Start with Book of Leque. This got a capture icon on it, but it's an artifact, an item. You action it to reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a non-Star Alliance card, its house becomes your active house. Otherwise, end your turn. That could be great if we have a nice board presence. Do that and get to use 2 houses in a turn. That's nice. We've got United Action. Very interesting. Alpha, and for the remainder of the turn, you may play cards from any house for which you have a card in play, but you can't use cards this turn. Yeah, that's an interesting one. We'll see if we get Agon with this. That could be pretty great. Static Collection Array, I don't love. It's fine. Got 2 of those. Okay, and 1 with a capture. That's kind of crazy because this means if the tide is high, your keys cost -2. If it's low, your keys cost +2. That's a little brutal. We don't have a lot of tide flipping effects, right? We have Bilge Warden, and that's really it. So that's kind of an interesting setup. Then we have, Biome Discovery will flip the tide. It has a capture icon on it as well. If the tide is high, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and discard 1, otherwise you raise the tide. That is really good with Book of Leque because you see what's on top of your deck and you can actually filter. That's great. So with Book of Leque, I would like to get more Biome Discoveries. Usually I don't like Biome Discovery, but it's good here. And of course we only get the 1. That's algorithms for you. All right. So Lieutenant Karkar is a 5-power taunt, hazards 3. Okay, nice board presence. We've got Lieutenant Walmart, Valmart, who has Play Fight Reap. If the tide is high, keys cost +3 during your opponent's next turn. That's fine. We've got a Light of the Archons. Okay. The only other upgrade we've seen so far is Static Charge, which we are going to put on an opponent's creature. So that's not going to work well with the Light of the Archons, but we'll see what else we get. We've got Officer's Blaster. Okay, that's nice. Rocketeer Triska, very cool. While the tide is high, her neighbor's interplay ready. That's excellent. Got 2 of those. Okay. And lastly is Zap. So, I think the United Action is unlikely to be great here. I think the Book of Leque could be pretty cool, especially if we get to use the Biome Discovery to make it work well. But, yeah, and then these static collection arrays. I don't know how I feel about those. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12 printed amber, and we'll probably get some more from the science. We'll have a nice board presence, but we don't really have board wipes. Um, no artifact control. I'm going to guess this one is a 62 in SAS terms. So I'm going to pause and find out. All right, so I said 62, and I'm pretty close. SAS says 65. 10A is actually pretty high. I guess the corpulent collector factors in there. EDI is getting counted for a lot, even though we don't have much archives. So I think that's a little silly, perhaps. We literally have one other card that'll archive two cards. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. Um, high expected amber, well, 21 expected amber. I think that's a pretty reasonable place to land on that. Not great creature control, no artifact control. Yeah. Anyway, so 65, I was close. But yeah, that was Genghor, Beatle, Nuvolari. I would like to see if that Book of LeCue biome discovery combo works well. That could be pretty cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out and forge some keys.